Dr. Kay Tai, a professor of neuroscience at the Salk Institute for Biological Studies, discusses the complex role of the amygdala in the brain. While traditionally associated with fear and threat detection, Dr. Tai's research has shown that the amygdala is also involved in processing positive emotions and reward. She discovered that the amygdala contains neurons that respond to both positive and negative valences, indicating its role in evaluating the emotional significance of stimuli. Dr. Tai's work has shown that the amygdala serves as a fork in the road for processing emotional valence. It is responsible for assigning meaning to stimuli based on their motivational significance. The amygdala responds to both novel and familiar stimuli, determining whether they predict reward or punishment. This process influences behaviors such as approaching rewards or avoiding threats. The amygdala responds to novel stimuli, but its response diminishes if the stimuli do not predict anything significant. Dr. Tai's research with mice showed that after one day of food deprivation, the balance of positive and negative valence neurons in the amygdala shifted. In survival mode, the reward pathway becomes stronger, influencing behavior to prioritize finding food over fear responses. Dr. Tai highlights the importance of social interactions in influencing emotions. She suggests that meaningful social contact often involves synchronous interbrain interactions, which are lacking in asynchronous platforms like social media. While social media can provide engagement and dialogue, it may not fulfill the need for shared experiences that contribute to emotional bonding. Dr. Tai emphasizes the significance of limiting top-down inputs, such as emails and social media, to maintain mental clarity and creativity. By reducing unnecessary clutter and distractions, individuals can focus on deep work and generate innovative ideas. She personally limits her email and social media usage to less than 1 hour per week to avoid overwhelm and maintain a clear mind for research and creativity. Dr. Tai's approach to managing incoming information involves setting strict limits on email and social media engagement. She delegates email filtering to her assistant and only responds to essential messages identified by her team. By prioritizing mental well-being and minimizing distractions, she ensures optimal brain function for creative thinking and problem-solving. Dr. Tai explains that social isolation can have detrimental effects on health, such as increased mood disorders, shortened lifespan, and higher morbidity and mortality rates for diseases like cancer and heart disease. She discusses how social isolation was studied in animals, starting with Harry Harlow's experiments on maternal separation in monkeys. These experiments revealed the long-lasting negative effects of social isolation on the monkey's mental and physical health. Through her research, Dr. Tai accidentally discovered a group of dopamine neurons in the brain that responded to social isolation. She refers to these neurons as loneliness neurons and explains how they play a role in detecting and responding to social contact. These neurons are activated when an individual experiences loneliness and drive behaviors to seek out social interactions. Dr. Tai shares her personal experience of adapting to social isolation during the pandemic. She discusses the concept of social flexibility, where individuals can adjust to being alone or in a social group. She emphasizes the importance of creating a balance between social interactions and alone time to maintain social homeostasis. Dr. Tai highlights the importance of the quality of social interactions in determining their impact on social homeostasis. She differentiates between in-person interactions, phone or video calls, and social media interactions. Real-life interactions involving interbrain synchrony are more nourishing and satisfying compared to interactions on social media, which may create more hunger for social contact. While acknowledging the benefits of social media for communication and information sharing, Dr. Tai raises concerns about the quality and quantity of social interaction on social media platforms. She discusses the mutual investment in social connections and the lack of personal connection in interactions on social media. She suggests that social media interactions may not fulfill the same social needs as real-life interactions. Dr. Tai emphasizes the importance of mutual investment in social connections for meaningful interactions. She highlights the difference in investment levels between interactions on social media and real-life interactions. Personal attention, emotional connection, and shared experiences contribute to the quality of social interactions and their impact on social homeostasis. Dr. Tai delves into the concept of empathy, discussing how individuals are wired to feel empathy based on their experiences and perceptions of others. She mentions the importance of understanding the mindset of others and how experiences shape one's capacity for empathy. She discusses the asymmetry in empathy for positive and negative experiences, suggesting that individuals may feel more empathy for others they perceive as allies rather than adversaries. Dr. Tai explores the topic of social hierarchy and social rank, focusing on how individuals perceive their own social ranking and interact with others based on hierarchy. She talks about her research on social rank in animals, where prefrontal cortical neurons can predict competitive success and dominant behavior. She discusses the dynamics of social hierarchies and the impact of social rank on individual behavior and decision-making. Dr. Tai discusses the concept of abundance versus scarcity mindset, highlighting how individuals' perceptions of abundance or scarcity can influence their behavior and mindset. She mentions the importance of promoting an abundance mindset, where individuals focus on opportunities and growth rather than limitations and competition. She suggests that experiences of abundance or scarcity can shape one's worldview and interactions with others. Dr. Tai explores the impact of developmental factors on social behavior, mentioning how early experiences and social interactions can shape one's social rank and behavior. She discusses her research on animals rehoused to form new hierarchies, highlighting the differences in behavior and dynamics based on individual ranks. She emphasizes the role of social structure and hierarchy in shaping individual development and behavior. Dr. Tai discusses the competitive dynamics in social interactions, focusing on how individuals navigate social hierarchies and compete for resources. She talks about her research on animals competing for rewards, where prefrontal cortical neurons can predict competitive success and behavior. She explains the differences in behavior between dominant and subordinate individuals and how social rank influences decision-making and interactions. One of Dr. Tai's current research interests is in the field of psychedelics. She highlights the potential of psychedelics to increase neuroplasticity and empathy for self and others. She delves into the cellular mechanisms behind hallucinations induced by psychedelics and explores how these substances can alter the brain's transition probabilities between different states. By studying the neural activity of animals under the influence of psychedelics, she aims to uncover the underlying mechanisms of altered states of consciousness and their therapeutic potential for conditions such as depression and trauma. Dr. Tai shares insights into her personal interests, including her background as a yoga instructor and breakdancer. She emphasizes the importance of maintaining a balance between work and personal life, citing her own experiences of burnout and the need to diversify one's interests. She advocates for a holistic approach to life, where individuals can pursue various passions while excelling in their professional endeavors. She discusses her daily routine, which includes activities like surfing, lab work, and spending time with her children, highlighting the importance of time management and self-care in maintaining a fulfilling lifestyle. As a mentor and leader in the field of neuroscience, Dr. Tai is passionate about shaping the future of science and academia. She acknowledges the challenges within the academic culture, including issues of hierarchy, sexual misconduct, and lack of diversity. She advocates for creating a more inclusive and sustainable ecosystem within academia, where individuals from diverse backgrounds can thrive and contribute to scientific research. She reflects on the need to dismantle rigid power structures and promote flexibility and resilience in scientific institutions. Dr. Tai emphasizes the importance of promoting accessibility in science and providing opportunities for individuals to engage in research. She discusses her efforts to involve first-time researchers in her lab and advocates for making science more accessible to a wider audience. She acknowledges the value of crowdsourcing data analysis and encourages listeners to participate in projects that contribute to scientific research, such as neuron tracing and brain mapping initiatives.